Hi, everybody. This is Suzanne, Glass Garden Beads. I'm here with you to show you how we're going to make the infinity necklace. I'm going to go over the netting stitch with you in Easter colors. So I just went and we've got some great little, a little kind of neon Eastery matte mix here in size 11. And then I took a transparent mix in size 8 that coordinates with the mat as my accent bead. The netting, or we call it the infinity necklace, it was created by Jillian Steger, is size 11 seed beads in the middle, and then all the accents are the larger beads. So in this case, it will be the 8. And so I'm just going to use our directions. The directions will show you how to do, I believe this goes to 32 inches, 32 inches, right over the head. It's infinity because what we do is we add the beginning and the end together, and you don't have any clasp. And they're really comfortable. And then you've got, I'll be throwing in with this promotion, just like I do the project, earrings. And these are, oh my goodness, the word just went right out of my head, but I think we're going to use sterling ear wires, niobium. That's the word I couldn't come up with just now. So we've got, in this particular grouping, I did niobium gray, but we're going to do sterling with our pastels. Okay, let's get on with it here. So first thing it shows you, I'm going to go right through the directions with you. And it shows you to put on a stopper bead and about a 3-inch tail. So I'm just going to pick up, I'm going to choose a white little bead and put it through. Stopper beads are easy to add. I got about a 2.5-inch tail. I don't think you need that much. And then we're going to go through the bead the other way. So basically we're just, you can still slide the bead. It still slides, but it gives you a little base, so when you pick up your thread, all your work doesn't go flying off. The very first thing we're going to do now is add, it shows us right here, we're going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 beads. Then we're going to add a size 8 bead for our accent, and then we're going to add another 11. So let's do that. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to add a size 8, and then I'm going to add a little 11. I'm going to push that all the way down, and it shows us coming back. We're not going back through the 11. We're going to push that out of the way. The last bead on was an 11. Let's get it right down here. Okay, but we are going to put our needle back in through the 8, and then the next 11 right next to the 8. Okay, pull that, and now we have what I would call a little picot end. Okay, so that's, we are right here. Now, once we come through that, remember we went through the 11 right after the 8, we are going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 11s. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 11s. Make sure I get counted that right. 4, 5, yep. And now we're going to put our needle through the very first 11, or right next to the stopper bead. Put our needle through that bead, and we've got a little bit of a mound. Okay, see that? But we're not done yet. We're going to make a little pointy end on this side. So what does it tell us to do? The next one tells us we went through the bead right next to the stopper, which is that. We are now going to add 1, 2, 3 11s, 1 8, and an 11. All right, 3 11s, 1 8. I'm going to move this over here, and an 11. Okay. So here we are. It's looking like that. And we're not going to touch the 11. We're going to go right back through the 8 and the very first 11 after the 8. See that? So we're going to pull that. It gets a little wobbly at the beginning, but just keep as best you can, tighten up your thread. And now we're ready to add 5 beads. So I just go in and I do my little selection of 5 11 beads. And now we've got our little mound here. So here's our mound, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we want to go in the middle bead. So that's right here. It almost shows itself right through there. Okay. So when we pull that, tighten this up, and then I'll let you see what this looks like. We did a little mound. See, that's a 5. And now it shows we're right here. We did that. We got the middle. Now we're here. Went through the middle. And we're going to add 1, 2, 3 11s, an 8, and an 11. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3 11s. And then we're going to add an 8 bead and an 11 bead. Okay. Put it on. And here we are. We're looking at it. We let the 11 kind of slide out of the way there. We don't touch the 11. It's already on. But we are going to go through the 8 bead and the very first 11 right after it. Okay. That purple little 11 that I put on as a picot, that's just what it does. It just stays right there as a little pointy. I'm going to pull the thread a little bit, kind of get everything pulled tight, which is important to do. And now we're ready to add. Let's turn the page. We're coming out of our first bead after the size 8. See that? We're going to add 5 beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to find the middle bead of that one mound we made, and that's right here. It kind of just sticks out right there. I'm going to add this on. See, we've made 2 peaks, and now we got this one peak or pointy end. It's taken shape now. And what we do here is we add, we're right here, we're on our second accent point, and we're going to add 3 beads. We came out of the middle, 1, 2, 3, an 8, and an 11. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3 11s, an 8, and an 11. Okay, and we're going to pull that. So we have kind of a little arm there, and we're going to go back through the 8 and the very first 11. Okay, pull that. I'm going to hold the picot a little bit and kind of pull the thread tight. There we go. And what do? We repeat. So we go back. To here. So we're coming out of our arm. We do 5 beads. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. And we find our middle bead of our little mound, which is right 1, 2, 3. It's usually the third bead. Yep, not usually. It is the third bead. Good gravy. That was my grandma talking just now. Good gravy was her word. All right. What are we going to do? We're going to form our other point here. So what is that? That's right here. If you forget, it's 3 beads and 11 and 3 11s and an 8 and an 11. So 1, 2, 3, an 8, back to an 11. Okay. We push the 11 aside a little bit. We want to go into the 8 and into the very first 11 right after the 8. There we go. And we formed our point. I get my little fingernails in there, hold the picot. And now we're ready to add 5. So it goes back and forth, back and forth. So that's what we're doing. I'll finish this one up. And we're actually finishing. That's all you do all the way until you get to your end. And then the directions show you how to connect the beginning with the end. So we're adding 1, 2, we go through there. And now we're ready to add the point here, which is 1, 2, 3. And then we'll add the size 8. And a picot. And then we come through the size 8 and the very first 11 after that. And that's it for this. You can see you got an Easter blend for the, we have an Easter blend for the netted infinity. And have a good day and